Welcome to our first lesson on drawing. Let's begin with a new part document. Now let's activate the line tool and create a profile. I'll close it with a tangent arc. Notice that we have the tangency symbol on both sides of the arc. Now let's activate the circle tool and place my circle about here. Dimensions. For this diameter, 3/4 of an inch, 0.75. And OK. This radius will be 1/2 an inch. OK. And this angle, 135 degrees. This line, 1/2 an inch. The distance between these 2 points, 1 3/4 inches. OK. Right-click and done. As you see in the status bar, we still need 2 dimensions. Let's Control-select this point and add a coincident relation. Now our sketch is fully constrained. Let's finish the sketch. And let's activate the Extrude command. We'll select our profile, depth 3/4 of an inch. Let's create a symmetric extrusion and click OK. Now let's insert a new sketch. It'll be on this face. Right-click, New Sketch, and let's use the View Face command to orient to this face. Now let's place a circle on this face. Activate the Trim tool. Let's trim the circle. Now the Line tool, a vertical line, a horizontal line, and another vertical line. Close the profile, right-click and done. Let's Control-select this line and this edge and add a collinear relation. Now let's dimension. We'll add 1 dimension. And let's make it 1/8 of an inch. OK. The sketch is fully constrained. Let's finish. Activate the Extrude command. We'll select our profiles. Cut Extrude, 1 3/4 inches. And let's click OK. Now before creating our drawing, we need to save our part. If you don't save your part before you move into the drawing environment, Inventor will prompt you to save later on. Let's go to Save As. And we'll call this Part 01. Click Save. Notice that our original document was replaced with Part 01. Now we're ready to create a drawing document. Let's select Drawing. And let's take a base view. Notice Part 01 is currently selected. That's because it's the only open part. We can also browse for a part if we need to by clicking here. And let's cancel out of the Browse window. Now on the right-hand side of this window, we can select the orientation, front, current, etc. If I mouse in the graphic area, I see the preview of the orientation selected. Let's change to the current orientation, for example, and here's our current view. Top. Let's stick with front, and let's change the scale 3:1. We can also select from a number of style options. When I finish configuring my orientation, I left-click on the desired location on the sheet. Now the projected view is active. We can place it with a left-click. Isometric view. Right-click, Create. And let's go to the Annotate tab. We're ready to place some dimensions. Select Dimension. Let's dimension this angular dimension. OK. The diameter right here. OK. And a radial dimension here. the distance between the center of the circle to this point, OK. OK. Last dimension here. Overall width. Radius. The dimension editor gives us some additional editing options. Double-click on the dimension. You can modify the precision and tolerance, inspection dimension, and let's cancel out of this window. Right-click and done. In my drawing document, I'm also able to grab and reposition the dimension in any desired location. And this concludes our lesson about creating a drawing.